Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Day after Halloween. Woo! How was everybody's Halloween? Ours was a lot of fun. We told you that we were going to show you the completed decorations. The pathway thing that we were going to do, which is right behind me. It's right there because we did the original display that you guys saw with the skull and the hands. That was fun, and the graveyard out front with that lighting. I think that's all we really showed for that. And we continued to do more stuff. We spaced it out though, because we're pretty busy, make videos all the time. So anytime, any moment that I had, I would take hour here, hour there, whatever. Oh, I can run to Home Depot real quick. That type of stuff. So something else that happened that was great was everything was going on sale. All of the Halloween decorations went on sale because they didn't sell as well as they had done in previous years, possibly because the economy, I don't know. But there was a lot of sales, so we ended up getting some more stuff for a good deal. Got the pitted skeleton. I think you saw him, and then yeah, you can almost see behind me, but I'm gonna reveal last night's footage to you guys in this video, and you're going to get to see trick-or-treaters enjoying it. I did like a walkthrough so you can see all the details, and yeah, just get the overall vibe of how it went here for Halloween, our first Halloween in this house, in this neighborhood. And it was one of those things that I remember talking to Dylan when we first came here, his first time to this house. The first thing he said, this is a really good house for a haunt, dude. Of course, that's what Dylan thinks. Not like, oh, this is a great house, I love it, and what a great front yard, and the way it's laid out. No, he's like, this would make a great haunt. But he's right, it totally would. And now, the plans we have in the future are pretty extreme. And like, when I come up with something like this, like I want to do this little, decorative haunt walkthrough type thing. Originally, Dylan and I, when he said that, we're talking like, oh, we're gonna go through the side yard, then through the garage for a little maze in the garage, and then back outside, and then through the main drag up to the front door with another like half maze over there. And like, I'm talking like we have enough space to do a really cool little local haunt. And this year we just kind of wanted to spend, a minimal amount just to kind of like get our toes wet, right? Dip our toes into the thing and use some of the existing decorations that I had and just add to it and do the DIY thing, which by the way, I think is really important. You got to do some DIY for Halloween. I think if you're decorating at home, if you want to like, do a fun thing like this, it just makes it fun. It's something about making, even if you just make like one tombstone or something, it gets you in the spirit of the whole thing. And I don't know. I've just, since I was a kid, I was always into that. I'd make zombies, I'd get old clothes and stuff it with newspaper and, clothespin the ends and then put like a skeleton head on it. And we'd make like big dummies and bodies and things like that, like put in like graveyards. And like, that was so fun doing that. I don't know why, but I never lost that, that Halloween DIY thing. So this year was a good first, step. Like, we're going to get crazy with this eventually, I'm telling you. This was just me doing most of this. Katie helped with the front yard part, but the tunnel was pretty much all me. And then Katie helped a little bit on the other side too. But I think next year we're going to really kick this thing to like another level. But we had a really good turnout. We were a little concerned at first because we had a couple in the like right at dusk, and then it backed off, and we were like, oh man, I wonder if, because it's a Thursday, it's going to be a light year. And we were like, we're cool. We're like, hey, if we get like a couple of groups, totally happy with that, but it turned on. And just like there was one group that came through, there was like 20 people. I'm not even kidding. The kids just kept cycling through. And then I got in trouble because Katie was like, you're giving out too much candy. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that there was like 20 of them. I saw like 3 kids. And so I gave them handfuls. And then as those other kids showed up, they saw me giving handfuls. What am I going to do? Not give those kids a handful? Like, I got to be fair. So I'm like, wow, I got myself into that. But that group was probably stoked. And then we had to just kind of, I was like, Katie, you do it, because I'm bad at this, because I want to just give them everything. And she's like, just give them like 3 or 4 pieces. I'm like, all right, that makes sense, But what great kids, so many good costumes. I mean, it's so great. I love it. And everybody was polite, and they were having fun in the tunnel, screaming and running through. And we've even got some footage from the one of our cameras, one of our many security cameras. We caught some of the action coming in, and it's priceless stuff. So you'll see that in the I'll do some sort of montage walkthrough type of thing, and we'll put all those clips in of the experience and the night and all that stuff. So I gotta start tearing this down, but I think it's time to show you guys what it was like in its full show condition, full production value. Halloween night, really cool. We had music too, by the way, like ambient, scary music playing as well. That's key. The only thing we didn't have was fog. Next year, you got to have room for improvement. But let us now go back to Halloween night here for our first ever Halloween 2024. Okay, it is Halloween night. We have had a ton of trick-or-treaters come through and enjoy this whole haunt that we've created. You guys have seen the front before. I lit the skull red tonight just to pop out, but I gotta show you the tunnel. We did a whole kind of like a black light tunnel that leads to the front door just to make it fun, a lighting thing, and not much else really, but you'll see. And we think it turned out really cool. All the kids in the neighborhood are really excited about it. They said it was the best one, I'm just saying. Okay, so we have the ghost in the garage here. Pretty cool. Mr. Skeleton, he's kind of like the the MC. He's like, welcome to the haunt. Got this guy up here. Nice jack-o'-lantern. But, oh, I forgot about this. Scary plant thing. All right, let's go through the tunnel. All right, so there it was. You saw it. What'd you think? We had a lot of fun. Trust me, I wanted to do more, but I thought overall, once the clock started ticking, I felt like I was in one of those competition shows where you're having to do something, in a certain amount of time. And when I realized I had like 2 hours left, I had to kind of cut my losses and be like, all right, let's just do this, and this, and complete these things, and we'll be good. Kind of have to adjust as you're doing these because, you run into little speed bumps. I don't know, just little weird stuff. But now it's time, sadly, to tear it down, to put it back in boxes, stash it away for another year. And we'll forget the stuff we had, and we'll open up the box next year. Oh, that's right, we did this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you know what we need that we wanted that we didn't get? Let's go get this. And so we'll get a bunch more stuff next year. But it's funny because it started out with like one tub of stuff, like a storage bin tub. Now it's like a lot more. I wonder if I should start with the graveyard out front and then work my way back towards the tunnel thing. Maybe I'll do that because that's how we started this. We did this first, and then we'll take down the skelly. We never really named him. It's funny because you never think about the fact that the gardener had to kind of go around all this stuff. And look, it ends up getting overgrown. But it actually works with the theme, to be fair. So we can finally get all this stuff mowed again. Look at it. It's your fault. It's your fault there, buddy. All right, let's unplug this guy. I think we had him on a milk crate. Oh, a little water developed there. Trash bag and a milk crate. That was our base for that guy. And I think we kept the cord wrapped up in plastic as well, which I guess worked. There's that. Now we can use this to put everything in. That's what I'll do. All right. Extension cord goes through the rose bushes here. I'm going to have to get that pulled back from back there. I'll just reorganize this stuff in the garage once I get it out of the yard. But it's cool that this was a base because now I can use it to throw everything in. Now these are lights that we had all around our yard that we just repurposed for this because we didn't want to buy new lights this year. Man, that's in there. There we go. Okay. I guess I can do those last. I'll just get the props first. Do the lights later. Pull those spikes out. Oh, I think it's Nosferatu. Say goodbye to Nosferatu for the season. There you go, buddy. R.I.P., friend. Eternal slumber. Time to go back to sleep. Okay, Mr. Pirate. There we go. Pure evil. Would you give me a hand here? Thanks. And this old feller. I know, buddy. I know. Till next time. Oh, you actually had some animation at one point, didn't you? But you're just old. All right, now we just got these lights. I can grab those. Okay, front yard is done. It is done. It just needs to be mowed. Watered a little bit because I kind of pulled back on the watering as well. As you can see in here, a little bit of damage, but that'll come back quick. Same with this, where the skeleton was sitting on this bush. A little compromised, but should bounce back. It's like a Christmas tree, kind of fluff it up. There we go, done deal. Skeleton was never there. Now, I would have almost forgotten about this guy hiding in the bushes that shakes and growls, had he not just scared me this morning. But you basically attach him to the leaves and the branches and stuff, so I gotta... There we go, and I think there's one more hooked on here, yeah. There we go. This one's pretty cool. They don't sell stuff like this anymore. I know it sounds like, oh, they don't make them like they used to, but no, they just don't have like these kind of Halloween props. They go and, you know, there's trends. Right now it's all about inflatables and animatronics, I think. I'm more into just lighting and stuff, but yeah, look at it. It's just a little weird eyeball thing that shakes. Here, watch. Turn it on. It's really annoying though. Yeah, it's really annoying. All right, we gotta dismantle this tunnel now. This was the last thing I did, was the, well, one of the last things as far as assembling was this piece of plastic, which I could probably just rip down and then I could go back and get the staples out with like a flathead screwdriver or something. I stapled the you-know-what out of it. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it that way. It's more fun to just tear it down, right? Let's do that. Goodbye. Boom. That's all she wrote. Next. Kind of cool. You can kind of see in here in the daytime. So I think a lot of you know this was something I painted years ago when I lived in Los Feliz. It's actually bigger than this, but we only had room to put it this big, so it kind of folds out a little bit there. There's those spider webs. They still look good in the daytime. They don't look bad at all. What's up there, Chuck? That's Chuck the skeleton. He's been nice enough to take up home here for the holiday. Chuck, the check's in the mail, buddy. We'll see you next year. And of course, this guy. Yeah, you're everywhere, I know. we licensed him. But you can see how it doesn't look as dynamic without the black light, right? And then there was this stuff. Let's, ooh, it's bright over there. I think I'll leave this closed because it's keeping it cool in here. So as you can see here, we are high tech. We use packing tape for securing this guy. Again, as well for you. This is Andrew. Thank you for your service, Andrew. We'll see you next year. All right, time to get the ladder. Actually, you know what? Let me get these guys first. Get the stuff I can reach, and then I will get the ladder. All right, there is the canvas. You can see the full thing now. This stuff wasn't visible. It's one of my favorite parts, though, is that ghost. He's kind of one of those Fantasia ghosts. And then, yeah, so there it is. Fold it up and put it away. I've had this thing for, man, 20 plus years, I would say. Hand painted. Canvas that I bought from Home Depot. Just like a drop cloth type canvas, basically. All right, let's deconstruct the spider web and the spider first, obviously. You know what's cool is that you can't even tell. I mean, you can very barely, but I barely sprayed it with fluorescent spray paint, and it really glowed. And so it doesn't take much. You don't want to overdo it. So there's that. You can just hang out there, buddy. Let's see. So I just kind of, this stuff's great because it sticks to the plants really well. You can just make the holes and attach it to a branch. You don't really have to get too invasive. Easy to work with. It's like gauze almost, this stuff. Really cool. Kind of did the knots thing, how they just like put holes in it and stretch it, you know? And I think we could use it next year if we just keep it and it doesn't get knotted up or anything. Kind of shake it out. Try not to break branches here. So it's in two pieces. It came in one giant piece, but I cut it in half just to make it look a little more, less uniform, you know? And then stretched it over two spots. I think if I just fold it like that, it should be good enough. Next. Yeah, this is a really crucial step, I think, is to have like this kind of spider web. It covers a lot of reality. You know, like this bush is kind of so reality for like a little haunted entry that I guess that's what you would call it. Haunted entry. Oh, yeah, that branch was kind of done anyways. It happens. But I don't want to take it into the storage bin. This stuff glows good too with the black light, and I imagine if you sprayed this different colors, it would really go nuts. I just attached it to whatever I could. Because the less you have to do, the better. If you don't have to like use tape or nails or any of that, like, I try not to. But if you have to, you have to. And again, I'm no expert. I just kind of have fun and just, you know, get inspired by things I see, of course, and other people's DIY stuff. But you just got to kind of wing it. Why not? Makes it fun. All right, I'm going to do the rest of this with the mask. Let's get serious about Halloween. This is so stupid. All right, we're de-webbed. We are de-webbed. I think next thing is I got to get all these lights. All right, these worked really well. This is an LED floodlight that changes colors. When you unscrew it, it's got a little dial built into it that you can just set. I don't know, it's like 10 different colors. Really cool. It's like 10 bucks. That was one of the most effective lighting things we got. Yeah, so I had 2 of those this year, and then he just bought like the $10 clip lights for them. They work really well because you can set them on the ground and angle them and, you know, up against walls and stuff like that. Now I'm trying to be organized about this and put this stuff back in an orderly manner since we have so much more of it now. So I'm just kind of keeping it a little bit categorical. I'm going to do power cords and stuff over here because I got a lot of power cords. So yeah, we're getting there. All right, well, I got to keep wrapping all this stuff up. I have a lot more to do, and it's just faster if I don't film it. and it's just boring and trying to organize this. I mean, look at the mess behind me. That should tell you. That table is all just Halloween mess. Usually it's pretty clear. That's like a kind of a workbench table space, whatever. A lot to do, but it was fun. It was worth it. And hey, did you guys do anything cool for Halloween? Did you put up any decorations? Did you give out candy? What did you guys do? Let us know in the comments, because it's fun to kind of read that and see what other people have done and to get inspired, maybe to get ideas. Tell us if you guys did some DIY. How'd you do it? Yeah, it'd be fun to find out. Now we're just crazy about it. And now we move on to the next holiday, and the planning has already begun. The stuff's already in the stores, you guys. You've seen it. I know you have. We're about to do a Target video. We've done Costco. There's been that stuff already. So, yeah, get ready. And Halloween was a good one. 2024. We're shutting it down. All right, now the light in the garage just went off finally. Anyways, Katie is doing stuff in the house, so I told her I would finish this video. She's cleaning up in there. I'll just wrap it up solo. Hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween video and the DIYs. Give us some ideas. Let us know. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.